Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Amatullah Hassan. I am a multidisciplinary artist based in the UK. Today I want to talk about something really close to my heart. How I became a full-time artist without a formal art degree. When I started this journey, I had no idea where it would lead. I faced a lot of doubt, both from others and within myself. But through persistence, continuous learning, and a deep passion for my craft, I've been able to turn my love for art into a full-time career. In this video, I will share the steps I took, the challenges I faced, the lessons I learned along the way. Whether you're just starting or already on your journey, I hope my story can offer some inspiration and practical advice to help you pursue your dreams as an artist. So let's dive in. So I studied botany and I studied biotechnology for my master's. So obviously I didn't study any art course. I only did art during my secondary school and my primary school, and that was a long time ago. But I've always had passion for painting and drawing. So all I did then was painting here and there with watercolor and also sketching. So I also developed using pencil and biro during when I was in university, because I always use biro. So at the back of my books you always see sketches of biro, drawings of and sketch using biro. In 2020, that was when I went back to painting using watercolor paints. So I used my brother's watercolor at home and sketchbook. That was also what I got at home, the things I have at home. So I just decided to do something with it, and the feeling was so nice. Then I was almost done with my master's, but during that time I started painting more and more. I took it more seriously. Then after learning, after just playing around with watercolor, then I decided to take the next step. I started, okay, what are the other mediums I could use? Then I started, okay, let me use acrylic paint, and that's when I got some acrylic paints and canvas, and that's when I started painting. And I was also sharing this on my social media, and I also got my first commissioned work, and this was so beautiful. That's why you need to share what you do on social media. But we'll get back to that step. When I got acrylic paints, that was when the world of YouTube, the university opened to me. I was so grateful that there's so many videos out there that could teach you anything you want. And I was particularly drawn to this artist. His name is Alpe F. He uses oil paint and I use acrylic paints. So I used his style on what I got, on what I have. I used his technique on my acrylic paint. And acrylic paints dry so fast. I was so determined. I'm so grateful to have seen his videos, because they really helped me and shaped my art technique. So I learned so much from, because I was drawn to portrait. He's a portrait painter. I learned so much from his portrait paintings, and I did a painting following the steps he took, and it was so beautiful how he uses colors where you don't know colors are supposed to be. So you see this face, you think it's all supposed to be brown. No, the sides that you see he's using yellow or green on the face. So that's something I learned, how he painted dark skin, white skin. It is so interesting. I was waking up every day happy to just learn more, happy to take my canvas, happy to take my brushes to paint. That's how I really wanted to do it. You don't even need to paint, you don't need to pay me. I'm so happy to do it. If I could even get some commissions, to do this, you just get the art materials from me. I'm so happy to learn and paint. So that was it. I kept developing my skills and sharing them on social media. So that is really important for you to, keep painting and persevere and be very persistent and develop your skill. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is building an art portfolio. So I built my art portfolio from sharing and putting together all my best work, and it's so good. That's why it's good to develop your skill as you're painting, as you're doing the things you like, you're creating masterpieces. So put all of those things together, because it's a way of showing a potential client your capabilities, what you can do, the range that you can go, like how far you can go, your creative mind. Put it all together and make a portfolio. So anyone that wants to see your work, you just share your portfolio with the person, and you don't know who would want to employ you because they love your art style, or they love your range, or they love how far you go with art materials. Or the next thing I like to talk about is networking and community. It's good to build a community. It's also good to it's very important to attend art events, connect with other artists, and be engaging in like art communities online, because it's like you are the only ones that understand yourself. You're the only ones that understand the struggle it takes to be an artist. So it's good to have that support. It's good to see that you are connecting with people, that it's not just you that is going through it. You have other artists that are like on this phase, and like people you can also look up to. So it's good to connect with people, connect with other artists, follow other artists, and they follow you back. It's really nice to have a community. It's also good to collaborate. People like, especially artists are like in their space because they're creating something for themselves, so they're always on their own. But I don't see why we can't collaborate with other people. I'm open to collaborating with any artist, seriously. I remember I reached out to a lady, and I think she said she was busy and all of that, but it didn't really stop me from reaching out to other artists. Like I'm so going to put myself out there, because I don't know the opportunity that is like what can come out of it. The next thing I'd like to talk about is social media, having a social media presence. So this can be like a whole video on its own, but let me just summarize it for you. Social media is a great platform to reach out to a very wide audience. Like the power it has to reach out to a wide audience is unimaginable. You don't know when a video of yours can go viral and you can reach a lot of audience and also potential clients. So I'd like to say, share your work, share your journey, share your process with people on social media. Share your story too. It's good for people to know, like, this piece of art, okay, maybe this one, I painted this in July, and this is just a blue and red, like a portrait painting, but there's a story behind it. And every artist have a story behind their artwork and what makes it important. That's what people want to know. That's what people want to buy. So they want to know why you painted it. Yeah, they want to know why I painted that. Like this other painting is a painting of like a woman in traditional outfit, and I like to express my culture. I am Ibira, so I like to express my culture, show my the their traditional clothes, and show how we tie our hair tie as Nigerians. So I love to share my story that way. So it's really important. People are really intrigued to know what's the story behind this painting, and that's what makes it important. Make sure you share your process. If I'm talking too fast, I don't know if I'm talking too fast. Okay, make sure you share your process, make sure you share your journey, and make sure you're very consistent on social media, because it's going to open doors, like doors for you, collaborations, different things can come out of sharing your work on social media. Then I'm also going to talk about exploring how to monetize your art by selling your original artwork. So I have like since I traveled here, I have like I've made like, okay, this is something I'm working on, but I painted this one and this one. So I have like three original artworks, and I keep sharing my pictures, my art process online, because I love that. I love people. I love to share my work with people. It's a very vulnerable thing for an artist to put your work out there for people to do, but it's good if you want to share it. If you want to monetize your work, you have to share it online. So you can sell your original work, you can sell art print, you can have you can you can also explore painting, like large scale painting. Is it not? It's called murals. You can also do that. You can also have like commissions, people telling you to paint portraits for them, or describing the kind of abstract painting they want you to do. So that these are ways like you can have income as an artist. So it's definitely good for you to explore the business part of art, apart from it being your hobby. It's good to monetize it because it's artists don't starve. They're artists that make a lot of money. So it's good for you to study that aspect. It's a whole different video. Social media video is a bit different video. Monetizing your artwork is a different video. So I also like you to let me know if you want me to talk about any of this like in depth, because don't waste time. Make sure you monetize your work. Sell prints, sell your original work, commissions, teaching, paint and sip sessions. The next thing I'd like to talk about is finding a niche. It's very important to develop and find a niche. At first, starting off, you can explore different styles, different things. Just paint anything you feel like painting. By the end, I think you'd be drawn to something. Like for me, when I started painting, I painted abstract. I still love to paint abstract. I still do commissions, like abstract commissions. And then, but I'm also drawn to painting portraits. So I'm developing this new style, and I don't know where it's going to lead me to, but I am so happy to explore the style. So yeah, it's good to develop your art style. It's going to make you stand out in a crowded market. It's going to make you stand out from other artists. Like people, like you'll be different, and it's good to be different. So develop an art style, go in depth. If you're developing it, explore it to the end, because when you have an idea, there are different other things you can do with it. Like when you were thinking about let's say, let me go back to this brush. Many ways you can deal with this brush. Okay, this is a brush. The different things you can use to make this brush very creative, different ideas. So explore it. As long as you found something you like, explore it, and who knows, you can have your own particular style and niche. So yeah, but it's not immediately, but explore everything there before you find like something you really like to do. I love to include my culture. I am Ibiara, so I love to include my culture, their outfits, the way they dress, like just to share the stories that were shared to me by my parents, to share it to the world, and that's what I'm bringing to the world. So that's what inspires me for my to paint like some of this artworks you're seeing behind me. I love to tie gele, so why don't I put it by artwork? I love it. If you know me, you know that I love to tie hair ties. So it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love my culture. I'm a Nigerian. I just love it. I love being Nigerian. Yeah, and I also like for me as an artist to also like to know about other people's culture. I can't imagine other people what they think. So for me, for instance, I see a Japanese painter, I'm like, wow, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of the head clip? Why do they dress like this? What's the meaning of this that they're holding? The knife, anything I see, or the cups. I just love to know about people's culture. Don't be afraid to share who you are or to share what you're interested in. It might not be your culture, it might be lines, it might be geometry, because I also like geometry. It might be landscape, it might be buildings, and you just like to paint it. There's a number of people, like the world is big. There's always a space for you and your unique self. So don't be afraid to share what you like. Don't just do what everybody is doing. Make sure it's something you like. So that's what makes you unique, and that's when you can excel because you're doing what you like. The next thing I'd like to talk about is mindset and motivation. You are yourself, you are your own motivator, your own You're your own person. You're the only one that can put yourself, you're the only one that can pick yourself up. So there's this mindset you need to have and motivate yourself every single day, because it's not easy to be a full-time artist when you're just starting. So you have to, even if some things fail, you have to pick yourself back up. Because the thing is, the best thing about being an artist is if you love what you do. So you can overcome anything as long as you still love what you're doing. So it's very important to love art. Love it. That's the first thing, because it's not that smooth. The journey is like this. It's not that smooth. So love what you're doing so that you can overcome any other hurdle that comes. So there's so many challenges, there's so many ups and downs. You have to keep putting yourself out there, pick yourself up, even if you've not seen like the progress, just keep painting, just keep painting, just keep creating art, just keep sharing them until you start seeing it. And who knows, you can be very lucky, it comes very fast for you. And some people it takes years, but keep doing it and I'm sure you definitely get there. But it's also good if you have like a support system, like family supporting you and all of that. It's beautiful. But if you don't have it, you can't wait for anyone. You have to do it yourself. So you have to keep painting, keep creating, and keep doing the things you like and enjoy the process, because when you're done, when you get up there, you'll be like, oh wow, this is how it began. This is like the struggle. Oh yeah. So but just enjoy it now. It's going to get better. The next thing I like to talk about is to create content around your journey. Share your journey, the successes, the challenges, the steps. This painting, I started it and I'm sharing the journey, like the process of painting it. So if you follow my social media page, you'd know how I started. I started like with drawing, watercolor, acrylic, and you can see my progress. You can see the ups and downs. You can see when I did my exhibition, because I've had like two exhibitions. I did with two other amazing artists in Nigeria, and I'm so happy I met these people, because I could see, like I could really connect with them because they are artists. That's what I mean. That's why it's good to have like be in a community. It's good. And here I'm still like what I'm doing is painting, practicing and painting. And I'm so happy that I also met other people, other artists here online that are like, that can relate with me. And they're so nice. Artists online are they're very nice. They're very kind with their words, and they just support each other with kind comments, sharing, and all of those beautiful things. And they're so interested in what you're doing. They're like, wow, your work is good. And I'm like, my work is good. Your own work is good. Your work is amazing. How did you do that? What did you think of? Like, yeah, it's nice. So what was I even saying? Like, just share your process online, share the challenges. It's nice because it's going to inspire people. So I can just show you guys what I've been working on. I have like this abstract work, like these two portraits. This is like a collection. This is a series, and then I did together. So just took this together. Um, this is like a northern outfit in Nigeria. It has to do with royalty, and yeah, I was learning like the turban, like how to tie it, and also this. So men also tie something in Nigeria, and that's it. Um, okay, so I like to say, share your journey, share the process. You don't know who you're going to inspire. You don't know who is looking up to you. You're not just creating an audience, like loyal audience. You're also going to inspire people. So the art process is a different thing. Like I don't know if it's just me, but when I start painting, I just go to go and sit down and look at it like for a while and think, okay, is this something I have a concept, but different things keep coming. And to stick to one thing is not easy for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this next time. I'm going to do this to this painting now. I'm going to study it. I'm going to do this. And then to come up with a painting idea, you have to learn it. And it's beautiful. I love to do research. I love to join different things. Like there's a quote that says, Creating something is like a conflict of ideas, and I just resonate with it so much because it's really happening to me. My head is like different things flying until I get something I like to do, and then I sketch and I sketch and I sketch. I actually sketched this before, like sharing it, like painting. When I open an artist page, I like to go down and say, okay, wow, this is how you started. It's beautiful. It's so inspiring. I love to know about how they start. I love to listen to stories because it keeps me moving. Like if they did that, I can do it. I can do it too. So if they can do that, I can do it too. So that's how I think. I like to listen to documentaries too, watch documentaries too. I like to watch documentaries because like they're showing the journey and it's inspiring. So that's what you're doing on social media, sharing your journey. So it's really nice. You know, you're going to gain loyal followers and also inspire people. The other thing I like to talk about is continuous learning and adaptation. I am still learning. The portraits I just showed you, I've never done anything like that. And even though I did like a rough walk, a rough sketch before doing it, but this is the first time I'm doing it. So think about the next time I'm going to explore that idea to do it. It's going to be better. It's going to be more perfect. It's not like I can reach perfection. No one can reach it, but it's good to explore different things and keep learning. And you don't know what you might like, and you want to create, you'll be the next Picasso because you didn't leave that idea in your head. You explored it, you're learning and you're adapting to different ways to paint. So it's good to keep learning and adapting. And you know, it's nice because you're challenging yourself, you're showing your creativity. The world needs creative people. Without creative people, I don't even know where we'll be. Yeah, it's creativity that made people to create different things and invent different things. So a creative mind is good, and please, you can't just stick to one thing. You have to keep learning. You're not going to, like, you can't reach perfection, but it's good to learn other things. Try handling acrylics. Try to use, if you use acrylic, you can try using oil paints. We can try to use pastels. You can try to explore watercolors. You can try to if you want to start sculpture, you can try anything you want to do. Just don't stop learning. That's just the worst thing you can do to yourself, to stop learning. Keep learning and adapt to different things. Don't stick to one thing. Be very spontaneous too, you know. It's nice. Open yourself, open your mind, open it. Open your mind. So yeah. Last thing I want to talk about is patience and persistence. It is important to be patient. If to be a full-time artist, to have a career as a full-time artist, you need patience because the journey is like this. As I said earlier, you'll meet different challenges. You have to be patient with yourself, with people, with the process, you know, with the system. Be very patient. You can't get what you want immediately, except if you're very lucky, but you have to be patient. And then you have to keep pushing yourself. You have to keep painting. You should not stop painting. That's what I'm doing right now. I moved and I'm still painting. I can't stop it. And if I didn't paint, if I didn't explore, if I didn't explore this, I wouldn't have had the creative sense to paint this. So it's a process. I started doing this roses in the eye, and then I went to this one with the big yellow, with the big sunflower. It's a process. Like, if you want to achieve that goal, you have to be patient with yourself, be patient with the creative process, because it's not like a day you become very good at that or become very good at the skill you're trying to develop. It takes time to create things. So like I talked about the process, the journey it took me to come to this stage. I had to go through this one, this art here, and then this. So who knows what's going to be my next painting. So you can see I'm actually developing a niche because I'm focusing on something I'm liking and I'm exploring it. So that's it. That's my story. That's how I became a full-time artist without an art degree. So So it's just my passion, my consistency and patience, and then I'm grateful and then God. Because without him I wouldn't have achieved any of these things I have achieved. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have more questions you'd want me to answer, if you have anything you want me to talk about, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. It's been a while, like a long time. I took a break to get back to painting. I took a break to explore, to get back to my artistic self. Like I took a bit after moving, I had to start painting again. So let me know which of my artwork you guys like. You can also follow me on Instagram, and if you have like I'm working on my website right now, so it's not like completely done, it's on work. So if you like something, you can let me know on Instagram by sending a DM, and then we'll talk about how it can be sent to you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.